What's up guys, and welcome to another video here on the Man United Daily YouTube channel. And in this one I'm going to be talking about United's latest match against City, which I'm sure a lot of you guys know the result and are very disappointed by it. We lost 4-1 at the Etihad Stadium, and obviously it's a very humiliating defeat. But again, I just want to do it rationally to see what points has been raised from the game really. So let's go now and just talk over them. And the first one, I'm sure a lot of you guys will definitely agree with me, and that our wing play was overall atrocious. I think mainly because of Ashley Young. Again, his form is really woeful at the moment. It's too predictable. He didn't pose any threat really. The only good moment I thought during the match was when he passed inside towards Rooney, and then that obviously broke down as well, or to Danny Welbeck, sorry, and that broke down. That probably his only good moment in the match, and that's not saying much because passing into another player is not that difficult. But Ashley Young, I thought too predictable, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will slate him, and I wouldn't blame you really, because I thought David Moyes played very safe yesterday. And picking Young, I thought, for his defensive ability was a bit of a backward step in regards to our attacking play, not picking Shinji Kagawa or even Nani for that matter. So in that regard, I think that plan of defensive wingers really backfired, and in Ashley Young especially. And in speaking of wingers, Valencia again, I think he was not himself again yesterday. Bit too predictable, and for once he actually switched off for a defensive manoeuvre, which allowed Kolarov to obviously scored or made the opening goal. And going forward, Valencia was a bit tentative and not himself again. So our wing play, like I said, was really predictable. Didn't pose any threat, because if you remember last season, those two actually played very well at the Etihad, where they posed a lot of counter-attacking threats, and that led to the 2 goals being scored by Rooney. But again, I thought the start we had was the same as last year, where they dominated, came out all guns firing, and because of the defensive lapse, we just really didn't have any answer. And just before I go on to any other points, you have to hold your hands up and say to City that they played very well, but in regards to the goals, I don't think we helped ourselves in making silly little mistakes. But like I said, City, we just caught them on a very good day, and they were awesome really, because in that type of form, not a lot of team could have handled them. And yeah, to be fair to them, they played really well. So, but anyway, let's enough talk about giving them credit. Let's see how we could improve. So like I said, our wing play was atrocious, and obviously the big breaking news yesterday was the absence of Robin van Persie. David Moyes has said that it's not anything serious, just a little thigh strain, I think. So he probably will be fit for midweek, if not for next weekend's action. So I don't think there's not a lot to worry, but obviously that took a lot out of our confidence and thus racing Cities, because Robin van Persie is possibly the world's best attacking striker. So that was in some ways boosted their confidence prior to the game. And Danny Welbeck came in, but I thought again, like Ashley Young, I thought that was the safer option, because Welbeck, as a bit bigger, a bit stronger, a bit faster, but I don't think he's in the same attacking class as Shinji Kagawa. And like I said, the second, I thought that was a backward step by David Moyes. If he had given Kagawa the chance to play that number 10 role, I think we would have had a bit better ball retention, because Kagawa, a number 10, like I said, he's not an out-and-out attacker like Welbeck, so he would have dropped in a little bit more to help with the central midfield, helping Fellaini and Carrick to maintain control of Yaya Toure, who was outstanding, and also Fernandinho in support. So I think David Moyes, like I said, played it safe, and it obviously backfired. Obviously, I'm not saying that Shinji Kagawa would have stormed the game, scored a hat-trick, outplayed Yaya Toure, went past Vincent Kompany like he wasn't there. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I thought yesterday, with the Robin van Persie being out, Rooney in such good form, Welbeck just coming back from an injury, Kagawa playing quite well in a week with some of his touches, I thought that was the perfect opportunity to play him at the number 10 role, his preferred position. Him and Rooney as a pair, I think, is more potent than Welbeck and Rooney post yesterday. So yeah, we we really didn't have any quality in attacking third, and I thought we were too lateral really. Carrick was really overwhelming with Fellaini, unfortunately, but Yaya Toure on his day, if you put, Xavi, Busquets, Iniesta, and Cesc Fabregas, they would have been outnumbered as well. I just thought with the form that Yaya Toure showed yesterday, I don't think a lot of the best central midfield players in the world could have handled him in that sort of form. So in that regard, it's disappointing. But like I said, my second point is probably that Kagawa should have got his chance, because he had the perfect opportunity to experiment him at the number 10 role alongside Rooney, who's in such good form. And like I said, carrying on from that point, Rooney is in wonderful form. I mean, he was the only one who fought yesterday. He didn't get any change from Company, mind you, because Company again returned to form really well and gave Rooney no chance of anything like that. So Company played well, but Rooney, he fought for the team. I thought he was the only one who really showed any fight and doggedness on the pitch. Really, yes, he got a yellow card for silly little challenges with Company, but that you, as a supporter in that situation, you want to see your star player putting in a bit of effort. And Rooney, I really appreciate the interview he gave to MUTV, showing his, he's really upset by it, obviously, but I really think he's showed a bit of passion, and I think that's what the fans want to see. And obviously, his free kick was wonderful, and that probably won't be remembered in any memory, but it was really good free kick. Top corner, no keeper would have saved it. Similar like Leighton Baines. So Rooney, his form continues, but overall, he just didn't have the better of Company yesterday. And the second to last point I want to talk about is that perhaps we do need a few more midfielders, because, like I said, Fellaini looked a bit out of sorts and a bit lost yesterday, and I think that's to be expected, because almost all the big players who's played in that game, Patrice Evra on debut, Patrice Evra, Zabaleta, Company, they all had very difficult debuts in the Manchester derby, and I think Fellaini, although he's played in a couple of Merseyside derbies, I think this stepped a notch because of the importance it has on the league, and also for the supremacy of the just because between the fans now, because of the the rivalry for the trophies. So that was I think Fellaini, he played alright. He was outplayed by Yaya Toure, but like I said, Yaya Toure was awesome yesterday. Fellaini looked a bit better when he went into the number 10 role, but I wish that David Moyes had brought on Kagawa to do anything, but it was too little too late really. But the midfielders, I think, cleverly came on again, but was a bit sideways. Some nice little touches, but he's not a game changer. But so I do think we need another world class central midfielder, in addition to a free very good one we have at the moment. Calvi on his day very good, but hasn't been trusted in bigger games. Fellaini will add solidity, and Carrick, although he looked out of sorts and a bit overpowered, but like I said again, Yaya Toure and Fernandinho holding the midfield well, and just overpowered our midfield, to be fair. So in January, I'm expecting. I don't think January will be a busy period. I think David Moyes will wait till next summer because of the eligibility of the player, in European competitions. So in that regard, I think he will pursue, the likes of Ander Herrera, etc. for next summer. But again, looking back at the missed transfer targets that we had this summer, it looks expensive now. But like I said, it's still very early, and I don't think the title race is over. And the last one I want to say is that Moyes is the right manager. I think there's been so many gung-ho kind of reaction to the game. Yes, we got humiliated, and City played really well, and deservedly won by that margin. But I don't think a lot of people can say so judgmentally about how David Moyes is not the right man. I think yes, it's a bad defeat, but you have to give the man a chance. Any manager from United to Matt Busby's Alex would have struggled with the fixture list that we've got, going to the first 5 games of the season. Now we have a bit of a slightly easier run, but it will be important now to go on a bit of a run, get the confidence back up, because David Moyes will definitely want a reaction to that defeat yesterday, and with the players and the characters we have in the dressing room, I think being led particularly by Rooney, will make a comeback, and hopefully we can do that against Liverpool. So give Moyes a chance, guys. He is, I believe, the right man. Yes, you could say, oh, he was a bit out of sorts playing 4-4-2, etc., and looked more comfortable with 4-2-3-1, etc., whatever. But yeah, hindsight is a wonderful thing. But I don't think David Moyes could do anything. Obviously, the goals and the timing of their goals really killed us, because one just before half time, one just after half time, and then another one within a couple of minutes just really killed off the game. Just the domino effect, because we just couldn't get a grip in the game in that point, and couldn't break down their momentum. But overall, very disappointing defeat. I wasn't even angry because of how, I have to accept how well City played, and in contrast to how bad we played. So yeah, just have to hold your heads up, guys. Enjoy your day. Move on. It's a different game now. Obviously, like I said, very disappointing, but we have to move on. Onwards and upwards, as they say. So if you guys like this video, please rate below. Give me a thumbs up. Comment on any of the issues I raised. Would you, even have Ashley Young in the club? I'm guessing a lot of you guys were saying no. And subscribe to the channel for more content as well. So thanks again for watching. Please check me out on Twitter at ManUnitedDaily, and also visit the website for great content at ManUnitedDaily.com. And again, lastly, just thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.